show you how to play Smells Like Teen Spirit, just the solo. Let's get into it. It's a bit unconventional, but fairly simple. Let's dive in. So the first thing that I'm doing is I'm playing the 10th fret with my third finger on the D string. Those are our first few notes. So 10th fret D string with your third finger, 8th fret with your first finger on the G string, and then 10th fret with your third finger on the G string. Those are your first three notes. Not too bad, right? Then you make this little jump to the D string 6th fret. Okay, so it's a bit of a move, watch. Okay. After that, we're going to go over to the G string of the 8th fret with your third finger. And you can pick this again, or you can just play it once and then get that bend as an afterthought. Doesn't really matter. So, 10th fret D, 8th fret G, 10th fret G, 6th fret of the D, 8th fret of the G with your third finger, because we're about to bend and do a couple things here, and then bend it a whole step. You may notice that I was a little flat, and that's okay. It's Nirvana, so it's okay to be a little short on that. That's why it's one of my favorite first solos to teach, because you can kind of be a little messy and it sounds great. It's all part of the art. So anyways, do your best to make that whole step. Right? Or up. A little bit more control when you bend up. Now that's a bend up and back, by the way. To the 6th fret of the G. So, to recap. Then we go to the 5th fret of the G. By the way, if you're freaking out, I've got all of this tabbed out that I tabbed it just for you. It's available on my Patreon. I got you. Okay, so to recap. Next move after that 6th fret G is the 5th fret. So we're down a half step. And then he's going to play that 6th fret with his second finger. And play the 5th fret with his first finger. So you kind of repeat that line. And then jump over to the D string of the 8th fret. And then play, that's with my third finger. Then play the 6th fret with your first finger. Okay, so a little bit of a jump. Go back to your 8th fret on the D string and then give that a whole step bend and back. Okay, bend up, release. In this case, you can bend it down. Aiming for that note. Okay. So, to recap from here. So that's 6th fret to the 5th fret G. We're on 8th fret D. 6th fret D. Back to your 8th fret of the D. Whole step bend and back. Back to the 6th fret of the D. And now we're going to play 5th fret D. So to recap. So it's got this kind of box pattern, right? Now if you got that, that's amazing. Go ahead and do that again, and that's pretty much most of the solo. It repeats it. And then he just repeats this line till the end. 6-5 on the D string, 6-5, 6-5, and then a pull off 6-5, slide to 3. So. And simply on on the very last one, go ahead and hang on to that note. That's the 3rd fret of the D string. Okay, so 6, 5, 6, 5, 6, 5, 6, 5, slide to 3. And you'll have to just count those out loud, but essentially that will end the round. Hang on to that 3rd fret of the D string with lots of noise. It's kind of part of the effect. That's it, you guys. That's the solo to Smells Like Teen Spirit. Not too hard. If you liked it, please leave me some love in the comments and the likes below. Become a Patreon member to get the custom tab that I did just for you, so all the mystery is gone. Thank you so much for your support, you guys. We'll see you in the next video.